documentary so people wouldn't have to always stare and take pictures, because we don't like when they take pictures, so they just knew who we are.
In a world that constantly craves stories of intrigue and drama, Abby and Brittany Hensel have always been fascinating figures. Born conjoined in 1990 in New Germany, Minnesota, they've captured the public's imagination for decades. Their story has never been anything less than extraordinary, showcasing the bond between two sisters who share a single body, and yet each lives her own distinct life. Yet, even as they have lived their lives in the public eye, some aspects have remained deeply personal. In 2024, the world was shaken by a revelation that no one saw coming. The father of the Hensel twins, for years a constant presence in the background of their public appearances, was finally compelled to confirm a long-held secret. Abby Hensel, the more reserved and introverted of the two, had quietly gotten married in 2021 to Joshua Bowling, a U.S. Army veteran and nurse. For 2 years, the world had been unaware of this union. Abby, along with her sister Brittany, had chosen to keep their personal lives private, shielding the details of Abby's marriage from the world's prying eyes. Joshua Bowling was not just any man, he had become a fixture in Abby and Brittany's lives. In a world where relationships and love are often expected to follow conventional patterns, Joshua's role in the lives of the Hensel twins was anything but typical. But it was also a testament to the deep respect and understanding that bound him to the sisters. This revelation came about when Joshua Bowling made a seemingly innocent post on social media in 2024. The post was an image of him, Abby, and Brittany, together and smiling, with Joshua commenting on how the year had been one of transitions and adjustments for their family. The casual tone of the post was in stark contrast to the media frenzy it triggered. Questions flooded in. How had this secret been kept for so long? What did it mean for the Hensels' relationship dynamics? Was Brittany, Abby's conjoined twin, truly okay with this marriage? As the public began to digest this shocking information, the world found itself fixated on the mysteries surrounding the lives of the Hensel sisters. The curiosity surrounding their marriage and the implications for their shared life seemed endless. Abby and Brittany had spent their entire lives defying expectations, and now they were at the center of an even greater storm of questions and speculation. The nature of their conjoined life. The Hensel sisters were born conjoined, sharing a single body, but possessing separate heads. This rare condition, known as dicephalic parapagus, meant that they were physically connected, yet each controlled one side of their body. Abby took control of the right side, while Brittany controlled the left. Despite their shared body, their personalities, likes, and dislikes were distinct, as though they were two completely separate individuals. From an early age, the twins were taught to work together, developing a remarkable ability to function as one while maintaining their individuality. Simple tasks such as walking, running, and even swimming were learned together, requiring immense coordination. But they also maintained their separate identities. One was drawn to English and the arts, while the other excelled in math and logic. They were not just sisters, they were partners in a complex, symbiotic relationship. Throughout their childhood, the Hensels faced challenges many people would never understand. Even simple things like getting dressed or brushing their teeth required teamwork and patience. Yet, the twins showed an uncanny ability to navigate these difficulties with humor and determination. They worked hard to ensure that they were treated as individuals despite their physical connection. Their parents, particularly their father, played a pivotal role in ensuring they had every opportunity to succeed, from creating specialized equipment to helping them practice coordination. The private marriage. In 2021, Abby Hensel made a life-changing decision that shocked those closest to her. She married Joshua Bowling, a man she had known for years. But the wedding itself was as unconventional as their lives. There were no grand ceremonies or public displays. The event was private, attended only by a small group of their closest friends and family. The quiet nature of the marriage reflected Abby's personality and desire for privacy. But it was also a choice that reflected the complexity of her life as a conjoined twin. Joshua Bowling was not just Abby's husband, he was also a part of Brittany's life. This was the crux of the challenge. The Hensel sisters were not just two people living together. They were two people who shared a body. For Joshua to marry Abby, he had to understand that he was marrying not only Abby, but also Brittany. Their lives were deeply intertwined, and this new addition had to fit into the delicate balance the twins had cultivated over the years. Despite initial concerns about how Brittany would feel about Abby's marriage, the twins were resolute. Brittany, despite not being the one marrying, stood by Abby's side throughout the entire process. She was involved in every conversation, every decision, every step that led to Abby's wedding. For Brittany, it was not a matter of being left out. It was about supporting her sister and sharing in this new chapter of their lives. As they exchanged vows, Brittany held Abby's hand, standing beside her in a symbolic gesture of support. The marriage was not just about Abby gaining a husband, but about the three of them, Abby, Brittany, and Joshua, forming a unique family unit. There were questions about how this would work in practice. Would Joshua's presence complicate the already intricate relationship between the two sisters? How would they all share a life together? But for Abby and Brittany, it was another chapter in a life they had already spent, challenging the norms. The public reaction. The public's reaction to Abby and Joshua's marriage was mixed. Many celebrated Abby's happiness, expressing admiration for Joshua's acceptance of their unconventional life. Others, however, struggled to comprehend how love could function in such a unique relationship. How could a man love one twin while respecting the other? How could Brittany, who had shared everything with Abby for years, accept a third party into their deeply interconnected lives? For the Hensels, these questions were not new. They had lived their lives under constant scrutiny, with the public watching their every move. But they had always handled this attention with grace, choosing when and how to share their story. They were no strangers to curiosity, and they knew that the questions would continue. But they had made their choice to live life on their own terms, and they were determined to stay true to themselves. One of the most striking aspects of Abby and Brittany's story is how they have always approached their shared life with resilience and unity. From a young age, they learned that their bond was their greatest strength. They had to work together to achieve things that most people would take for granted, like learning to walk, drive, and even play sports. But through it all, they never lost sight of their individuality. They were sisters, but they were also two distinct people, with their own hopes, dreams, and desires. Joshua Bowling. A key figure in their lives. Joshua Bowling was more than just Abby's husband. He had been a part of their lives for years, offering support and friendship to both sisters. He was familiar with the complexities of their situation and had shown a deep understanding of the bond between Abby and Brittany. But his role in their lives was never about overshadowing their relationship. He understood that to be part of Abby's life, he also had to embrace Brittany. Joshua's presence in their lives added a layer of complexity, but it also showed the depth of his commitment. He had no illusions about how challenging it would be to navigate this unique family dynamic, but he was willing to accept it. For Abby, his love and support allowed her to embrace the possibility of a different kind of life. A life with a partner, while still honoring the bond she shared with Brittany. Brittany, for her part, was supportive of the relationship. Despite the challenges, she welcomed Joshua into their lives, recognizing that Abby's happiness was intertwined with their shared happiness. The relationship between Joshua, Abby, and Brittany was not one that followed conventional norms, but it was a testament to the power of love, acceptance, and mutual respect. Joshua was not just a husband to Abby. He was a friend to Brittany, a third person who had to find his own place in their shared existence. A life of unbreakable bonds. Abby and Brittany have always been inseparable, but their lives have also been defined by their ability to adapt and overcome. They have faced challenges that most people could never imagine. Yet, despite everything they've been through, they have always maintained their strength and sense of individuality. Their shared body is not just a physical connection, it is a representation of their unity, their ability to work together to achieve things that seem impossible. As they continue to navigate the complexities of their lives, Abby and Brittany's story remains one of strength, resilience, and love. Their marriage to Joshua is just one chapter in a long journey that continues to inspire people around the world. Through all the questions, the challenges, and the misunderstandings, they have remained true to themselves. In the end, Abby and Brittany are not just conjoined twins. They are individuals, each with their own story, their own dreams, and their own future. Their lives, like their bodies, are shared, but they are also uniquely their own. And as they continue to live their lives, they will continue to challenge the world's perceptions of love, family, and individuality. The early years. Learning to live together. Abby and Brittany were born conjoined at the torso, sharing a single body. This meant they had to learn from an early age how to function as two separate people with different personalities, yet inextricably linked to one another. Each twin controls one half of their shared body. Brittany takes charge of the left side, while Abby controls the right. As a result, they are forced to work together constantly in every aspect of their lives, from simple daily activities to more complex tasks. From the time they were toddlers, Abby and Brittany were taught the importance of cooperation and trust. Simple actions, like walking, eating, or brushing their teeth, required coordination and teamwork. As they grew older, the challenges of living as conjoined twins became more complicated, especially when they began school. Despite the physical challenges, their parents, Patty and Mike Hensel, made it a priority to ensure that Abby and Brittany had the same opportunities as other children. They encouraged their daughters to embrace their unique situation while also fostering their independence. The twins also had to face the realities of their physical differences. Each of them had distinct preferences and traits that made them unique. For example, Brittany, who controlled the left side of their body, was more outgoing and spontaneous, while Abby, who controlled the right, was more reserved and thoughtful. Despite these differences, their bond was unbreakable, and they learned to navigate their shared body in a way that allowed both of them to express their individuality while working together as one. Overcoming daily challenges. A life of coordination and adaptation. Abby and Brittany's ability to adapt to their circumstances is a testament to their incredible resilience. As they grew older, they continued to develop their ability to perform tasks that many would think impossible for conjoined twins. They were determined to learn how to walk, run, and play sports just like their peers. With hard work and practice, they succeeded in mastering these skills. On the volleyball court, for example, they demonstrated exceptional teamwork, coordinating their movements to achieve impressive results. They also enjoyed playing softball and swimming, activities that required perfect synchronization between the two. Despite their successes, Abby and Brittany's journey was not without its difficulties. They often had to deal with stares, questions, and sometimes rude comments from people who couldn't understand their unique situation. However, rather than becoming frustrated, the twins developed a thick skin and learned to handle these situations with grace and humor. Their parents played a crucial role in helping them navigate the social challenges of being conjoined. They taught Abby and Brittany the importance of being open about their condition, while also respecting their privacy. As Abby and Brittany grew older, they began to explore their individuality more fully. Their distinct preferences in clothing, food, and hobbies were respected by their parents, who made sure to highlight their differences. For example, one twin preferred pink, girly clothing, while the other chose more casual or practical outfits. Their parents even designed special clothing with 2 different necklines to highlight their individuality. In doing so, they ensured that both Abby and Brittany had the opportunity to express themselves in ways that were important to them. The struggles of maintaining independence. One of the most significant challenges Abby and Brittany faced as they grew older was maintaining their independence while sharing a single body. This struggle was especially apparent as they began to pursue more independent lives, including their education and careers. Despite their close bond, they still needed space to develop their personal identities and pursue their own passions. Throughout their school years, Abby and Brittany excelled academically, with each twin focusing on subjects that reflected her personal interests. Brittany was drawn to English and the arts, while Abby had a strong aptitude for math. In a way, their educational paths mirrored their personalities. Brittany was more creative and expressive, while Abby was logical and analytical. Their shared love of learning allowed them to support one another in their academic pursuits, and they were determined to make the most of their education. When it came time to choose a career, Abby and Brittany were faced with the challenge of navigating the world of work as conjoined twins. They knew that their situation would present unique obstacles, but they were determined to succeed. After graduating from high school, they enrolled at Bethel University, where they pursued degrees in education. Their shared passion for teaching led them to decide on a career where they could make a lasting impact on young people's lives. The path to teaching. A career of service. Abby and Brittany's decision to become teachers was a natural extension of their desire to help others and make a difference in the world. Their experiences growing up had taught them the importance of cooperation and teamwork, and they were eager to share those lessons with students. In 2012, they graduated from Bethel University with degrees in education, ready to embark on their teaching careers. However, their journey into the teaching profession was not without challenges. The school system had never had conjoined twins as teachers before, and there were questions about how they would manage in a classroom setting. Despite the uncertainty, Abby and Brittany were committed to making their mark. They decided to teach 4th and 5th graders, using their unique perspective to enrich their students' learning experiences. When Abby and Brittany began teaching, their students embraced them with open arms. Their classmates saw them not as conjoined twins, but as individuals with unique qualities and talents. The twins' ability to collaborate and work together in the classroom was an inspiration to their students, who admired their determination and positivity. Teachers and administrators at the school also recognized the value that Abby and Brittany brought to the classroom. They saw their ability to work together as a team as a model for students to follow, teaching the importance of cooperation, empathy, and understanding. Their success in the classroom further solidified their belief that they could overcome any challenge. As the years passed, Abby and Brittany continued to teach, making a lasting impact on the students they worked with. Their bond and ability to collaborate allowed them to create a dynamic and engaging learning environment that left a positive impression on everyone they encountered. The marriage that shook the world. Abby and Joshua Bowling. In 2021, Abby Hensel's private marriage to Joshua Bowling a U.S. Army veteran and nurse, shocked the world. For years, Abby had kept her personal life private, and the news of her marriage came as a complete surprise to many. The marriage, however, was not just a milestone for Abby. It also marked a significant turning point in the lives of Abby, Brittany, and Joshua. Joshua had been a part of Abby and Brittany's life for many years before their marriage. He was a friend and confidant to both sisters, supporting them through the challenges of being conjoined. Despite the complexities of their relationship, Joshua had fallen in love with Abby and was committed to understanding and respecting the bond between the twins. His role in their lives was not just as Abby's husband, but also as a supportive presence for Brittany, who had grown close to him over time. Abby and Brittany's marriage was unique in that it involved 3 people, not just 2. Joshua's relationship with both sisters was characterized by mutual respect and understanding. The challenges of living with conjoined twins were not lost on him, but he embraced them with patience and care. The decision to get married was a shared one, with both Abby and Brittany involved in the process. Brittany, despite not being the one getting married, stood by her sister's side and supported her every step of the way. The secrecy surrounding Abby's marriage only fueled the media frenzy when the news was finally revealed. The world was fascinated by the idea of a marriage involving conjoined twins and the complexities of their relationships. Many questioned how Abby and Joshua could maintain a romantic relationship while also respecting Brittany's independence. The twins were quick to address these questions, emphasizing the deep bond they shared and the importance of mutual understanding and respect in their relationship. The challenges of public scrutiny. With their marriage making headlines, Abby and Brittany found themselves thrust into the spotlight once again. The public's curiosity about their lives intensified, and they were bombarded with questions about their relationships, their family dynamics, and how they managed to navigate the complexities of their unique situation. While they were used to being in the public eye, the level of attention they received after Abby's marriage was unprecedented. Despite the media attention, Abby, Brittany, and Joshua remained steadfast in their decision to control what aspects of their lives they chose to share with the public. They made it clear that their relationship was private, and they were not obligated to answer personal questions. For Abby and Brittany, the most important thing was that they were happy and content in their lives, and that was all that mattered. The future. Continuing to defy expectations. As Abby, Brittany, and Joshua continue to navigate their lives together, they remain a symbol of strength, resilience, and love. Their journey has been one of overcoming obstacles, embracing differences, and finding fulfillment in the face of adversity. The world may never fully understand the complexities of their relationship, but that does not diminish the love and bond that exists between them. Abby and Brittany's story is far from over. With their careers as teachers, their continued advocacy for individuals with disabilities, and their commitment to each other, they will continue to inspire and challenge the world's perceptions of what is possible. Together, they are redefining what it means to live a full, meaningful life. The Hensel twins' ability to live independently, pursue their dreams, and love deeply is a testament to their resilience and determination. They are not just conjoined twins, they are individuals with their own dreams, desires, and futures. And as they move forward into the next chapter of their lives, they will continue to prove that anything is possible when you have love, respect, and an unbreakable bond.